What is up, Squig Nation? Welcome back to Squigonomics. Today I'm doing a video about Orks in 11th edition. Um, I'm not a big gamer, get that out of the way right off the bat. This is a video talking about mostly miniatures and like a little bit of lore and stuff like that. So if you want a nice little background video to just have on, look at some pretty pictures that don't belong to me, and hear me ramble about random stuff while you paint and build your models and stuff, this is going to be a great video for you, so stay tuned. I'm a sucker. So if you guys are familiar with my channel at all, I'm a big Chaos Space Marines guy. But as you can see here, I have received the Fell For It Again award because I bought a bunch of brand new models. I'm really obsessed with Games Workshop and their like really beautiful, crisp, big, clean new models that they've been putting out. So I fell down the Armageddon hole. I bought the Armageddon box. I already had a Space Marine army, so it just made sense for me. I decided that I was going to keep the orcs for myself because I just love the way they look so much. And like I said in the beginning, I'm really not that much of a gamer. I want to be, but I've got this kind of mental block personally where until my army is like fully painted, like fully based, highlighted, double, triple highlighted, all that bullshit, I don't really want to play with them. But I'm really big into hobbying. I love painting. I love working on my minis. I love kit bashing. I'm a pretty decent lore guy, I would say. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about all the brand new, cool, awesome new orc stuff. As I'm recording this video right now, I don't have any roadblocks, so you guys are going to receive this video the same day that it's recorded. I just got my dental work done that I was talking about in my last video, so I am back to talking. I feel great. My mouth ain't swollen anymore. All that good stuff. Ready to pop back into it and talk about some brand new orcs. So new orc boys. Funny enough, I didn't include the brand new multi-part orc boys, but orc boys, we're getting so many of them. In Armageddon, we got these 20 orc boys that have swappable weapons and heads, which was great. And then there was this separate standalone intro box that I think comes with like 5 Space Marines. I think it might be like 4 Marines and a lieutenant, which is a really weird combo, but we got 5 orc boys and 1 orc knob in that box. This is what I'm gonna buy, but I've actually yet to purchase because I'm waiting for the cheaper version to come out. In the US, it's gonna come out at Barnes and Noble for considerably cheaper than the other version. The reason it's cheaper is because the other version comes with a bunch of Games Workshop paint pots, which I don't really need. I won't get good use out of them. So I'm going to save the money. Uh, we are getting that new standalone Orc Boy kit. I did pre-order that kit today. It is on the way. Well, it's not on the way yet because they're not allowed to ship it yet, but um, it is reserved for me. When I get that kit, you guys already know I'm probably going to make a full separate video just rambling about how much I love that kit. So be prepared for that. That new kit comes with its own knob and an ammo runt, which I think is really cool. I'm glad that they're starting to throw those into their own thing. I am a little puzzled that they didn't make a new kit for the Gretchen. They just did the Armageddon one, and they're not selling it separately. So, uh, what does that mean for the Gretchen? I don't know. Maybe a second wave later in the edition, but for now, I'm probably just gonna plan on buying a bunch more Gretchen off of eBay while they're still like $15 a squad or whatever. Now, what are boys without a truck? This is the new truck. It has a couple of different build options on that front plate, as you can see. I think that they both look great. Like I really like it. That top like engine block is different. Um, Obviously the front plate's different. One of them has headlights, the other one doesn't. You can pose the front wheels. One of them has like a buzz saw on the back. The other one has a crane. There's like a ton of uh, build options in this kit, and I can't wait to get one myself. However, goddamn, I cannot afford to buy a dedicated vehicle at this price. I've never wanted one this bad, but when I want a Rhino, I can just buy a Rhino for like really cheap on eBay. Even a brand new Rhino you can get for Probably 40 bucks if you do enough digging and you do it the right way. Debatably not worth 40 bucks for that rhino. I think you can get the Horus Heresy rhino for like 50 bucks maybe, which I think is a pretty decent price for what it is. It's a really nice sturdy kit, and I'm sure you could probably get it for cheaper on eBay as well. But this, I want to say, is 80 bucks, which for a dedicated transport, no. Like, this is no repulsor. Um it's a truck. Like I said, I'm not a big gamer, but I do also know what I'm getting into. So I'd be shocked if we didn't get a new combat patrol that didn't come with the truck. So, or at least a battle force at some point later this year. So I'm gonna hold off for now. I don't want to pay even like a discount retailer price for this model, despite how awesome it is and how much customization it has. We ain't doing that. At least not yet. So we're gonna hold off, and maybe one day you guys will see a video about this truck. Warbikers, these guys just got revealed, well, officially like a week or so back. They were sneaky leaked alongside the pre-painted terrain when that came out a few months ago. But we just got this full reveal, and they look pretty awesome. They look really posable, really customizable, which I think is great. Chaos Bikers, please give me the Chaos Bikers. Um, there's a bunch of customizable faceplates, which I think is great. I don't really think it's the flavor that I want to go down for orcs, at least not yet. So I did not decide to buy any of these new war bikers. Um, they're really nice though, and if you are interested in going that route for orcs, I would tell you go ahead and do it. It's probably not a bad investment. You can buy a lot of them, and with even just the slightest bit of kit bashing, you can probably get away with like a dozen of them without having any that really look too samey, which I think is a really big plus. So these new war bikers, if I had to rate them, they'd get pretty high up ranking on the scale. But they're accompanied by Wazdeka Gutsmech, which is the kind of biker war boss orc that was released at the end of 10th edition in that end campaign. In his model, it's pretty phenomenal. Obviously, it's a named character, so it's more than likely going to be monopose. Um, I don't know why I said more than likely because it definitely is monopose, but the base, it's so cartoony. I kind of love it. It's really an extravagant model, and I think in the best way. Now on to this. These are all brand new, freshly revealed models. Boss Nazdreg of the Bad Moons. I'm so excited for, and you guys will see in a minute why I'm so excited about it. But he's the big war boss of the Bad Moons. I haven't actually read his book or anything. I'll get around to it. I am doing Horus Heresy right now. My God, you guys, I have so much Horus Heresy to get through. I bought a bunch of them when they were on sale on Audible for like $4 a piece, I think. And that's kind of the price where you can't pass up. So now I've got pretty good 100 hours of Horus Heresy novels just in my collection ready to be listened to. So Boston Azreg, one day. But also here is the new Orc Knob kit. Well, I didn't know my cursor could show up on the screen here. This is awesome. These new Orc Knobs, awesome. They are rumored to be a kill team kit. They are the only new Orc kit that's been revealed that didn't go up for pre-order today with that new wave, which has led a lot of speculation, aside from the rumors, saying that it's going to be a part of that new kill team box. And just given how much customization looks to be in the kit, with all these options, plus an ammo runt, this giant thing is optional. It wouldn't surprise me if this was a kill team. And like I was talking about in the last video, you can kind of sense that kill team model quality coming through on this kit. Something about these faces are just so unique and powerful in a way. I really can't wait for the full reveal of this kill team set. Hopefully it comes with a bunch of cool new orc terrain as well, because that's something I think we're a little bit lacking on. But yeah, definitely can't wait. I did pre-order Nasdrag today as well, because I'm a Chaos Space Marines guy, and when man, I'm gonna embarrass myself because no, his name is Kravik Morn, the Iron Warriors character. He sold out like pretty quickly on during the pre-order period, and I don't think he's really come back in stock and stayed back in stock almost anywhere. So I was a little nervous about this guy not being in stock for a long time, and I wanted to add him to my collection, so I did it now. Get it out of the way early. Better to have him than not to have him. And this is why I'm so excited about the Bad Moons. I just love yellow miniature paint jobs. I have like a full Imperial Fist army, and these are some of the models I've been working on. This was my test model for my color scheme. It's Bad Moons. It's Bad Moons. It's very yellow. The skin I chose to do, it's very like encroaching upon highlighter yellow, but it's still green. This guy's work in progress. He's definitely not finished, as you can see, but I started off with some beast Snaggas. I'm almost done with the first squad. This is the first one that's like really completed. I haven't finished the basing, obviously, but this is my color scheme that I'm going to be going for. I went for this kind of like battered looking yellow armor rather than my Imperial Fist, which are like this really smooth, like beautiful Imperial Fist yellow gradient color. I did a lot of sponging to get the armor to look right. I love doing skin on miniatures, so this has been a real treat working on models like this with this beautiful orc. I was experimenting with some rust paints on some of these weapons. I think that those look pretty fun. This is my first foray into doing some speed paints, which has also been really fun. So I'm really excited to continue to work on these models. I've been doing just a lot of base coating, which can feel like a little bit of a drag, but hopefully one of these days I'll start really making some progress on this army, and then maybe if people are interested, I can show off some more of my models. But yeah, Bad Moons. I'm a big Bad Moons guy. I really can't wait for all these new orc models and to get some bright yellow paint on them. Now the Beast Snaggas. This is kind of my favorite theme of orcs. You could probably imagine why. It's because they're squigs, and I'm a big squig fan, believe it or not. The Beast Snagga orcs are these like wild primal themed orcs that they're traditionally like the Snakebite clan. I'm still gonna paint them as Bad Moons, even though thematically it doesn't really make that much sense. I don't really care. I just want them to look yellow, and I also just love squigs, so it was kind of a no-brainer for me. In the Beast Snagga kind of derivative of orcs, you get beast bosses, the kill rig. You get to see those squig hog boys, which are these like motorcycle squigs, which is kind of more of my favorite thing compared to like orc war bikers. Then you also get the Squigosaurs, which we'll talk about in the next slide with our Beast Snagga characters. There's two named Beast Snagga characters, which is going to be Zodgrod Wartsnagga, which is this little fella here. He's essentially just like a named character Runtard, which I think Runtard is on 32 mil base, and this guy's on a 50. Yeah, I think he's on a 50. He's a named character. He's a Runtard. He works really well with Gretchen, is my understanding. I don't know how true that's going to be in the new edition. Some people have already dug really deep into the new codex. I haven't. I'm not a big rules guy. I want to learn, but I need to get my models painted before I can learn how to play the game. Some kind of mental block I have. But yeah, so on the right here we have Mosrog Scragbad, which is this this beast boss that rides atop the Great White Squig, which is just another Squigosaur. And then the beast boss on Squigosaur, which is the generic version of the Mosrog Scragbad kit. And the pain boss, which I put kind of a last minute addition I nearly forgot about. I don't know why the cursor keeps getting big. That's kind of cool. Okay, whatever. Mozrog Scragbad on the right here. Great White Squig. I did buy one of these guys on a really good sale, and I built him. Oh my god, I love Squigs so much. This guy's so cool. Let's move on to the next one. The Speedwaaagh in the Buggies datasheet roll up. I've seen a lot of people talking about this. I'm not the biggest rules guy, so hopefully you guys don't tear me apart in the comments for this. But in the new 11th edition codex, it seems like all the Ork buggies were kind of rolled up into this single War Buggies datasheet. So well, every one of them except for the Rucka Squig buggy, which is this one down here. But you've got Custom Booster Blasta, Boomdaka Snazwagon, Shock Jump Dragsta, and the Megatrack Scrapjet, which as soon as I started hearing rumors that they were going to stop making this one, I decided to buy one for myself, and I'm glad that I did, because it seems like they have rolled all these models into one data sheet that's just called War Buggies, and they've stopped producing the Shock Jump Dragsta and the Megatrack Scrapjet, which I think is really sad, because this is one of the most like cool looking and flavorful models in Orks, in my opinion. Might be a hot take, whatever. I love it. These two are all right. They kind of look really similar, so I see why they're going to work as the same datasheet, but all these models have the same base, so presumably you can just run them all as a Ork War Buggy. I think that, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please, this is the first time that there isn't like a specified model for a datasheet, because Ork War Buggy is not, it's not a model. It doesn't exist as a model. You can't buy an Ork War Buggy. It's not a thing. So presumably you can just run any of these as an Ork War Buggy, as long as the base size is correct, which they all have the same base size, so voila, here it is. These are the other Orky vehicles that I skipped over. You get the Defkilla War Trike, which is this sweet like tricycle motorbike thing. He's really cool. It's not a named character, sorry. It's just a character data sheet. I don't know what he can lead, if he can lead anything in the new edition. Probably war bikers, maybe war buggies. I don't know. But then you've got the Defcopters on the side here. They are a semi-monopose kit. I bought that Armageddon mini Battle Force thing that came with 6 Defcopters, a Defkilla War Trike, and a Rucka Squig Buggy, and I'm glad that I did. It's a good deal if you want these models. I did a little bit of kit bashing on these guys, just kind of swapped out the propellers, swapped out I think a couple of arms, swapped out a couple of heads, and boom, like they're not monopose anymore. That said, the instructions tell you that there's only one way to build them, so monopose, maybe not monopose, whatever. It's a pretty nice kit. It's one of the ones that was kind of oddly updated in the middle of, I think it was 8th or 9th edition, I can't remember. But it's pretty new for Ork model standards. And before we move on past the vehicles, I will not be talking about the airplane models, because I just despise plastic flight stand models. There's no world where I'm doing it. And no, don't comment it. I'm not buying a fucking 3D printer just to 3D print a fucking smoke flight stand for my fucking airplane. Go away. I'll buy the model when Games Workshop makes a model with a good fucking model stand. So now we're moving on to the Ork mechs. Ork mechs are essentially just tech marine equivalents for orks, or more or less just a mechanic for an ork clan. So this is the brand new monopose ork mech character. It's a little weird that they made him monopose, in my opinion, because all the other new 11th edition stuff has been just so like flashy and customizable. He's pretty cool looking, but he's nothing special in my opinion. This is the Big Mech, which has a lot going on. This model is one that I'll probably get eventually just because it looks like so much fun to paint, especially with all of this like metal bullshit on him. Painting all that in that like highlighter Bad Moons yellow that I started doing would be so much fun. So maybe one day when I catch up on some of my boys, I will grab one of these and put some work into that. And this is the Big Mech Dakarig, which came out in the Armageddon box. It just got a standalone release today with the pre-order of the rest of the wave. Ridiculously expensive. Like, what the fuck? I don't remember the price, but don't buy this standalone. As soon as the price of this thing standalone came out, all the eBay prices for the standalone version of this guy spiked up like crazy. It's probably not worth buying at full price. You're probably better off waiting for the market to settle down a little bit more and then buying one on eBay for like, if you can manage, like 35 or 40 bucks. But this is a cool model. Definitely a really cool model. If you saw in my Armageddon tier list video, I'm pretty obsessed with this thing. I painted mine Orc Red, not Orc Red, Squig Red. What the fuck? Squig Red, because I want it to look like a squig, even though I'm doing like a Bad Moons army. I don't really care. It needs to look like a squig. It's a squig. It's a giant metal squig. I don't care. Now I'm going to move on to this iconic mechy Orks that, in my opinion, need a refresh. So they're really awesome. They're really iconic. You've got your Mega Knobs down here. You've got your Death Dread in the middle. You've got your Killicans on the right. Mega Knobs is like your Terminator equivalent for Orks. Death Dread's like your Dreadnought equivalent for Orks. And then Killicans, they're like little, I say little, but they're actually pretty big, the models. They are like little Gretchen mechs, which I think is a really fun concept. But these models are all pretty old. These guys in particular, I think, look really, really stiff, really, really blocky. I think we probably need a refresh of them. I would like to take on a kit bash, but it's not something I'm really pursuing right now, especially with how much they're charging for this kit. I think a lot of people complaining about the new Ork pricing are falling for the trap of, hey, you've been buying 15-year-old kits for years and years. You don't know what it's like to have brand new toys. And I'm not saying that Games Workshop prices are valid, but I do think that they have the right to charge us more for brand new toys. So everyone who's been buying 15-year-old toys for so long, yeah, it's gonna hurt when these brand new ones come out and you have to pay the brand new toy tax. But yeah, no, it's not happening for me. As cool as these all are, and as much as I love the concept of them, it needs to be super discount for me to want to buy them, or they need to make a new version. And here it is. I don't care who you send. I'm not going to buy 15-year-old plastic kits. It's not happening. On that note, flash kits. I'm good. I want to see the new version. Come on, Games Workshop, give me the new version. I know it's going to come eventually. They just gave us... I'm sorry, they didn't give us anything. They just cut Ludas and Burnas from the new codex. Kind of surprising to me. These guys I thought were like the same thing. So they're not. It's a different base size. It's a different kit entirely. This is a much newer kit than the Looters and Burnas kit. No. I can't do it. I just can't do it. They need to make a new version of this kit before I'm even remotely interested in buying it. Same thing with Mega Knobs. And same thing with Storm Boys, dude. Come on. These guys are really old, and Games Workshop is charging a lot for them. It's ridiculous. Which reminds me, I didn't even mention how much the Mega Knobs kit goes for. It's like $75. I'm not paying $75 for 3 dudes. Games Workshop, eat my fucking ass. Hopefully, hopefully they don't hear that part, because yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with Games Workshop. Games Workshop, charge less for old kits like this, please. And then Storm Boys, right? These guys are ancient. These guys are really ancient, and it shows. It shows. I mean, just look at their legs. They got like little noodle legs on those guys. And these are the big ones. You got your Gorkanaut, your Morkanaut, your Stompa. And I know I just said I wasn't interested in buying 15-year-old kits, but the Stompa is way too iconic, dude. If I could get a good deal on a Stompa, like if the Stompa showed up in a combo box tomorrow, I'd buy it. I don't give a shit. I would buy it. It's too iconic. It feels like it held up like really shockingly well. Same thing with these two guys, though they're not as old as stuff like the Storm Boys. Maybe one day. These guys are definitely on the table. For right now, I've got a lot of boys to get through. I've got 20 boys, 20 Beast Snagga boys, 10 more boys on the way, 10 Gretchen. I've got tons of infantry to get through, so no big projects coming in soon. But one day, Stompa, you will be mine. I love this thing so much. Now I'm talking about the bosses. Ghazghkull Thraka is your kind of big boss. He's the prophet of the wall. He is the big bad of the orcs. You got Boss Snickrot, which is the... Oh man, I'm going to get reamed in the comments for not knowing the orc clan. The tactical orcs, whatever you call them. Yeah, I don't remember the name. Comment below, but don't bully me, please, too hard. Warboss in Mega Armor. I like this kit, but it's not like very customizable, which I think is a bummer, so probably not for me. Maybe if they redo Mega Knobs, just because I want, like, I just really like painting that yellow color that I showed you guys earlier on my models, so any excuse to throw it on some orc armor, I'm going to be taking it. And this is the new Warboss with his ammo runt, and I think he's really cool. It's not the Armageddon one, it's the standalone, like, multi-part one, and I'm so excited about it. I can't remember if I bought one of these. I don't think I did. I might have. I can't remember. It's really cool looking, and there's lots of cool parts in that box. Really, like, a ton of cool parts. Like, there's a one head that's got like a military cap on. I should have included a picture. It's so cool. Whatever. I'm just gonna move along. Before I get towards the end of the video here, these are the kill teams that were turned 40k data sheets. This is your commandos. I was thinking about getting some of these guys because they're both kill teams. They both have like a ton of customization options. I had a buddy that had bought this, and I was able to take the extra bits off of him, and I used some of the extra like heads and armor pieces from the Rekka Crew kill team, incorporated them into some of my weird as it sounds, some of my Beast Snagga orcs. I think I gave one squad of Squighog boys all heads from this kit, including the boss knob, which is super cool. I kit bashed some armor onto some of the squigs using stuff from this kit, threw some extra stuff from this kit on, I want to say maybe a couple of bits on the Death Copters. I mean, this kit I haven't bought, but it's really cool and it's really tempting. I really do want to. I won't be doing it urgently because, like I said, I've already got a ton of infantry that I want to get through, but these guys are really cool and I really love all of the customization options in there. But yeah, thanks for watching the Orc faction chat video thing with me. I don't know how long the video is because I don't actually have screen recording software. I'm just doing the native screen recording on my MacBook. So subscribe for more choppy slideshow presentations and tell me what kind of videos you want to see next on the channel. I really like this orc with the funny hat. That's why he was on the thumbnail as well as right here. I didn't realize that his toes are out like that. It's kind of fucking freaky, actually. But, yeah, press like on the video and subscribe and make a comment. And thanks for watching video.